All right. Hey Warriors, welcome back. Another walk and talk. This time we're at the top of the Georgetown Trail, the high side up by the dam. So we're gonna be hiking up the dam and checking out the reservoir. It's a great day, the sun's rising, it's 7:30. Let's get at it. All right guys, another great day on the trail. I love to start my day like this. A little quiet time to reflect, time away from technology. I mean, technically I have a phone here recording, but I'm not connected to anybody but you guys. This is my time with you. So anyway, if you guys like hiking, if you have some favorite places to go, especially if you're in Central Texas, let me know. I'd love to know some great other spots to go. This again is the San Gabriel River Trail. So when I started this, it was just me doing it. There was no friends, no family, and it was kind of a, a lonely start. I was kind of skeptical, to be honest. No one, like I said, no one goes into this way of eating just thinking, yeah, everything's gonna work perfectly. This will work for me. Although I had high hopes after seeing Dr. Chafee, Dr. Baker, all these different doctors who were doing it. Ken Berry, there's a lot of, Dr. Kiltz, there's so many MDs doing it that I just like, I couldn't deny that there had to be something behind it. But still, when you start off on your own and you're solo, it's kind of tough. Luckily, I told my neighbor about it. He started it, had amazing results. So then I knew, okay, there's two of us doing it right now. We're both getting great results. Then family members started, my brother, my nephew, actually my son did too. I didn't force him to do it. I kept both sets of food in the house because I only have him every other weekend, and when I had him I just wanted things to be normal as possible for him. So I would make him a meal and make me a meal, and we'd sit down and eat. But after a while he saw the changes in me, and we talked about it. He asked questions, and he saw my healing since I wasn't able to run for all this time, and all of a sudden my ankle was feeling better. All the aches and pains from my injuries were healing up. So then he asked me, he's like, Dad, do you think this could heal my foot? Because he's an athlete, he has an injured foot. And I said, it couldn't hurt. So he said, well, I want to do it, Dad. So we set a date and a time, and we started. And I'll never forget, because the first day we started, we got invited to a pool party, and we go there, we're having a great time. And it's day 2 of Carnivore for him. I was about 90 days in, I think. So I was pretty much fully converted. Anyway, we were all there at the pool. There's a bunch of kids, a bunch of parents. Then they bring lunch out, and they had ordered pizza. And his eyes lit up. He's ready to dive into pizza. And I said, hey, this is day 2, bro. And he looked so sad. It was funny. But then he's like, you know what? You're right. I'm doing this. And I was pretty proud. I mean, I wasn't going to say he couldn't eat the pizza. I just told him, I just reminded him, it's day 2. And when I reminded him, he went and did that. And now he's been on it for months. Now his mom, she doesn't cook carnivore. So when he's with her, he does more of a ketovore. And I told him, when he asked advice, I said, just eat your meat first off the plate. Try to get seconds of that first. Then pick around, eat the other stuff. If you have to, avoid seed oils, like you want to avoid the salad dressings, dips, sauces, that kind of stuff. And he did. And I said, I'll also avoid sugar. So he's been doing that, and great success. They're not typically starting from a position of metabolic syndrome typically for kids. I mean, a lot of kids are now. Something I noticed. I mean, I'm sure you've all noticed too. Anyone our age group, when we grew up in school, there were a few kids that were out of shape and fat, but most kids were thin as a rail. Now it's the opposite. I mean, almost all kids are, overweight. A lot of them are morbidly obese. It's pretty sad. And the exception is the thin rail kid. But even those kids, if they're eating crap, they're not going to be healthy kids, All right, almost to the top of the hill. Reservoir's right there. We're just about there. Be seeing the lake in a minute. I mean, It's all about the journey, right? Same with carnivore. It's all about the journey. Don't zip through it. Reflect. Go for walks. Think about what you're thinking right now. Maybe journal, or you could video blog like I'm doing. Do something. Just record some of how you're feeling. You'll look back on it. Trust me, and you'll have more insight. And you'll remember though when you look back, you'll relive some of those feelings, and it'll just reinforce what you've done to get here. So keep it up. Stay strong. It just occurs to me that the vest I'm wearing is roughly equivalent to the weight I've lost since being on carnivore. I started at 280. Today, I stood on the scale at 239 and dropping. Day 22 of carnivore, and things are looking good. I want to get down to 235 or 230. Heck, maybe even 225 like it was in college, back when I was playing rugby and lacrosse. So that would be an amazing thing. But yeah, so I'm walking around right now with this weight on, thinking it's heavy, and it's actually just what I used to weigh. Crazy, right? All right, here it is. Payoff. The lake's super low, but we haven't had rain in months here. It's been in the hundreds for over a month. So this is what I expected. But it is still beautiful. And it's a great feeling to be on top of the dam after that hike. All right, one more thing I want to talk about is finding your rhythm. In the Army, we have something called battle rhythm. And whenever you show up on a new AO or outpost or FOB, you have to get to know the area, get to know your equipment, get to know where you're going to be living, and then develop your rhythm, what makes sense. Same with the carnivore diet. This is something new. You have to get used to it. You have to find a rhythm. My rhythm for the carnivore diet is, air fryer meals, frozen steaks out of the freezer into the air fryer, easy to eat, really quick. Eating a couple times a day, not eating all day, not snacking anymore. And your rhythm's going to change. My rhythm when it started was different. I was actually trying to plan meals, trying to find recipes, things that I don't bother with anymore. So your rhythm will change. It's okay to start with whatever rhythm you think you can do and then adjust it as you go. But find a rhythm. That rhythm will become your habits. That's exactly what you have to do. Your daily actions become your habits. That becomes your character. And that's how you win at this thing. So get that battle rhythm going. All right, let's revisit the keep it simple concept we have with carnivore. In the Army, we call it KISS. I'm sure you've heard it before. Keep it simple, stupid. It's just, it makes it super easy. Everything you can have is either a meat, or it's water, or it's salt. So before you go asking questions, can I have X on my diet? Just ask yourself real quick check. Is it meat? Is it water? Is it salt? If it's not, I would not do that. Start off with that anyway. Down the road, once you've healed and you've lost weight, you met your goals, you can start reintroducing seasonings, different things into your diet that you'd like to try and see how your body reacts. Introduce them one at a time. Look for a reaction. If there's no reaction after a week or so, you keep going, right? And if you want to keep it. I find that I plan to do a lot of that, but I really don't miss things as much as I thought I would, or as I used to. So I'm whittling off that reintroduction list of things I want to try because it's not needed. But I see all the complications being added to carnivore these days. People are adding levels of carnivore, and they're adding fasting regimens to carnivore, and they're adding all kinds of different foods, honeys and fruits to carnivore. And that's not a great idea in the beginning. In the beginning, make it super simple. No need to overthink this. That's a human thing we have, trying to improve and overthink things. Listen to your body. When you're hungry, eat meat, eat to satiety, season it with salt, and drink water, and that's it. All right, looks like Duke's had enough walk. He's ready to get in the Jeep, and we're just about there. In fact, I think this is our trail right here. All right, back at the Jeep. Time to get home, cool off, and start a productive workday. All right, mission accomplished, people. Ready to get home, get productive, and cool off. I tell you what, I just took that vest off, that 40-pound vest, and it was amazing. It's an amazing feeling when you lift a weight like that, when you take your armor off or your pack and your vest and you ground it. It feels amazing. But I was just thinking again, this is the weight, that extra 40 pounds, I was actually 41 pounds heavier in March. No wonder I had no motivation. No wonder I had no energy. That has to suck all your energy and motivation away, having that with you all the time. It was terrible. I'm so happy to drop that 40 pounds right there and the 40 pounds in my life. All right, stay strong, people. Talk to you later.